Sage will be able to reconstruct another spark.
Spark reconstruction failed. Eliminate interference sources.
Huh. If we want the full picture, it looks like we'll need to try our deciphering trick on those disruptions again.
Seems somewhat clear, but something is still causing distortion.
That's definitely working. One more ought to do it.
Interference resolved. Spark reconstructed.
This is amazing. If I'm reading this right, we're looking at the first spire ever installed in the system.
I recognize the design. This is one of their planetary anchors, meant to lock the world into its artificial orbit. Remarkable.
And terrible. This was the beginning of the Warden's interference with Atlas.
And we know how it ended. Kurit's oceans wiped out, Vilas plagued, Sonatus gone silent. I wonder if they even noticed.
But if the spire merely anchored Sonatus, I wonder what drew the planet into position in the first place.
A good question. I'd be willing to bet that energy stream had something to do with it.
I have detected another electral rift. Locating.
Oh, good. Maybe we'll find more answers there. Let's check it out as soon as we can.
Touching down on Haven.
The Legion has lots of work to do if it intends to claim this world.
Electral energy spike detected. Approaching rift.
Great. Let's decipher it and see what story it has to tell.
Spark reconstruction disrupted.
More interference. No matter. Deciphering the sources should clear it up in no time.
Alert. Readings indicate a new Legion Prime has been deployed in Atlas.
starting to get the job done. A couple more should do it. That's looking much better. One more to go.
Good news. We just received a shipment of Electrum from our Prospector allies.
Our allies on Haven have located the Prime over there. I'll update the star map.
Interstellar. That did the trick. And look, do you see that vein of Electrum? That's far too large to have been a natural occurrence.
It looks to me like the Wardens were hyper-accelerating Electrum growth within the system. But what would have the power to do such a thing?
The same kind of device that could draw distant planets into an artificial system without destroying them?
If a device of such power did exist, it must have been well guarded indeed.
Or well hidden.
New spark location identified. Designating now.
It would appear our trail continues. I, for one, would like to see what we might discover next.
Touching down on Necrom.
Legion presence is tolerable. For now. But that's not what worries me about this place. Bad energies.
Proximity alert. Gloomgob in range. Analysis. This unit absorbs energy and will explode on impact.
Greetings, Starlink. I hope this orbital period finds you well.
Armory ready when you are, Chief. Looks like you got some extra cores there, Chief. Why not let us take them off your hands? Hey there. Still bringing the fight to the robots? With your help, we're now able to recruit more vigilantes. Soon, we'll have an army.
Be advised. I am detecting a rare form of electral energy nearby. Approaching spark.
Another rift. We should decipher it.
Construction disrupted.
I think we all know the drill by now. Let's clear up this distortion. Knocking out this interference.
I'm starting to see some detail. This appears to have been a battle of some kind. Clearing one more source should do it.
Technology turned back against them.
Indeed. The vast quantity of electrum they created seems to have attracted an enemy even they could not withstand.
And look, the same entity that seized control of the Cyclops appears to be trying to follow the particle stream to its source.
A device of such power in the hands of a foe. The threat must have been truly existential.
Electral particle streams converge at a point in space, marking coordinates.
I must confess, Fern, I was hesitant to engage in this excursion of yours, but it's been quite invigorating. I'm delighted you talked me into it.
Proximity alert. Gloomgob in range. Analysis. This unit absorbs energy and will explode on impact. Warning. Incoming Legion hyperspace trap. hyperspace trap bypassed. Area clear. Warning. Incoming Legion hyperspace trap. Net triggered. Hyperdrive disrupted.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Warning. Incoming Legion hyperspace trap.
My stars. I believe that's the anvil itself.
I think you're right, Carl. It must have been cloaked by the same device that hides the Crimson Moon. Looks dormant to me.
Surely we can find a way to reactivate it.
Not that we would ever do that. We should destroy it, to make sure it can never harm Atlas again.
Destroy it? Nonsense. Think of what we could learn, the power we might be able to harness.
Carl, this might be the thing that broke the world of Atlas.
Not necessarily. It's entirely possible the problems came from turning it off.
Take a breather, buddy. You know we can't risk letting this thing power up again. We have to destroy it.
And deprive ourselves of the greatest technological gift we've ever seen? You aren't thinking clearly, Fern.
Starlink database updated.
My stars! The anvil is gone!
What was that thing? It almost looked like the Equinox. But it couldn't be, could it?
It looked like the Equinox, but it couldn't have been our Equinox. I have no idea what just happened. What just happened? Could it have been a rift? A fissure in space-time that allowed an alternate equinox to somehow come to Atlas? Or maybe... No. Fern, I think you may have been right. I think I've made a grave mistake.
We should have destroyed the anvil while we had the chance.
I fear now that we've released something upon Atlas. If that was the Equinox, or a version of it, why would we take the anvil? Steal the anvil from ourselves? I don't understand. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry, Fern.
There's nothing we can do about that now. If that thing comes back, whatever it was, we'll just have to find a way to be ready for it.
Legion corruption detected on nearby fauna.
Whoa. This place is a graveyard.
I've never seen so many primes in one place. And they're all destroyed. What happened?
There's Dr. Thorne. Let's ask her.
Welcome to our destiny. Can you feel it? This is where everything changes.
What happened to all these primes?
It was the Swarm. The Wardens once owned this planet. Then, the Swarm came for their Electrum. The Wardens tried to protect their harvest, but it didn't stand a chance. The Swarm have the ability to merge with the Nova in the Legion machines and possess them. The Legion wasn't fighting the Swarm. It was fighting itself. Equinox, this is it. Live Swarm energy signatures, and they're coming from inside the head of that central prime.
How are we gonna get through that armor? We're not packing that kind of firepower.
But these primes are. We can use their own lasers to punch a hole right through to the swarm.
Excellent thinking, Mason Rana. I can see why St. Grand chose you for his expedition.
You sure it's not his hair?
Yeah, Mason's hair is pretty great.
I like how in Zero G, doesn't even move. Pretty sick.
Can we just focus on the mission, please? These primes still have some juice left in them. Plug that focusing crystal into one of their tails.
Imagine two primes fighting it out.
I have seen it with my own eyes.
How old are you?
Old enough, child. The core. Now, bring it to me so we can collect our reward.
Guys, I've got a bad feeling about this.
This is our chance to defeat the Legion.
We should finish the mission.
Sorry, Chase. We're giving Thorne the swarm.
When the Wardens first arrived, they claimed they were explorers. They gave us a taste of their amazing technology, tempted us with a bright future amongst the stars. But it was a lie. They took our culture, our freedom, and started stripping our world of its raw electrum. They crushed us under the Legion's heel. Then, one morning, they were gone. There was no warning, no explanation. They just vanished. My people celebrated their newfound freedom, but I could not. The Wardens were gone, but there was nothing preventing them from one day coming back. Every species has a weakness. I crossed the galaxy searching for something to use against the Wardens. It was on a string of barren worlds that I finally found my answer. The Swarm. All I needed was a live specimen, and I had almost given up hope on ever finding one until I met St. Grand and Judge. With the amount of Swarm we have found, I could save a star system. With Judge, I could save the galaxy. Give Judge to me. I will take the swarm, find the Wardens, and destroy them.
No. Judge isn't a weapon.
You heard, Mason. The answer is no.
If we handed Judge to you, we'd be no better than Grax.
I haven't toiled for centuries to be stopped by you. You have no idea what life was like under the Wardens. Well, let me give you a taste of it.
The swarm possessed those Cyclops. Why are they attacking us? Why are they so angry?
They are not angry. They are afraid. They have been locked inside a prime core for centuries. They think they are still at war. Destroy their Legion hosts, and they will retreat back to the prime core.
What then?
I will attempt to reason with them.
It's working! The swarm retreats back into the core when you destroy the Cyclops it's possessing. Equinox, fire on my mark. Blast! All the swarms back in the core.
You must Starlink the swarm to the Equinox.
That's taking some big chances.
What if they possess the ship? The Equinox is our only way home.
You're wrong. The Equinox is our home.
I trust Judge. We're doing it.
I will absorb the swarm. They will become part of the collective known as Judge. Memories emerging. We came to Atlas, hungry for Electrum. No. The Wardens attacked us. We fought back. We feel regret at the conflict. We have become Judge, and are finally at peace.
So the swarm, so many of them, they were here in Atlas. But now, who knows where they are?
These few members of the swarm are proof that my species is still alive. We will find them one day.
But where's Thorn? Where'd she go?
She's gone. Escaped when we were dealing with the swarm.
Then we track her down and deal with her.
She's probably halfway out of the system by now. Sorry, Mason. I know how you feel. You never forget your first betrayal.
We'll run into Thorn again.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I managed to track down the coordinates of the last data canister. I don't know if that's something that interests you, but I'll send you the coordinates. You know, just in case. And I won't even charge you for it.
Touching down on Karit.
Karit. Let me see. Reading nominal Legion signals from here. It looks fairly safe.
Closing on the last canister. This is it, guys.
We've seen everyone's dossier. Except mine.
Right. Do you want to listen to this alone, Mason?
No, it's okay. Let's hear it.
Equinox data recovered. All Equinox canisters accounted for.
St. Grant personal log. Subject, Mason Rana. Mason is a brilliant young mind. He's achieved more in his first 20 years than I did in 40. I used to tremble at the thought of what awaited us in the stars. But then I met Mason, and saw that he had no fear of the unknown, only hope. He will succeed where I once faltered. The Equinox is one small ship, one small family, in a vast and dangerous universe. But with Mason's optimism, creativity, and enduring faith in his friends, we will never be alone.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, we miss him too. But at least we have each other.
Thanks, Levi. That was really nice.
Mason,
Yeah, Shade?
don't let all that brilliant hope stuff go to your head, okay?